Good evening, and welcome. Welcome those of you in the Zoom room. Welcome those of you on the live stream. Go ahead and tag someone. We will be getting started in just one moment. So please go ahead, tag someone. Make sure that your guests are in the Zoom room. We have kindergarten trading for beginners tonight. We definitely want to connect with all beginners. So go ahead and invite someone into the room or tag them on one of our live streams. Let's go. Good evening, and welcome. Thank you so much for joining Black Forex and Stock Traders. We will be getting started in 1 minute. Please go ahead and tag someone on the live stream or invite them into the Zoom room. If you're in the Zoom room, please remember to make sure that your name is displayed. We are excited for kindergarten trading for beginners. Kindergarten trading for beginners. Go ahead and tag someone and invite someone into the room. The market is open and we are ready to get started. Good evening, and welcome. I hope you were able to hear me. I know they could hear me on the live stream, but I just realized those of you in the Zoom room might not have been able to hear me because I was on mute. But nevertheless, welcome to Kindergarten Training for Beginners. Please go ahead, those of you in the Zoom room, if you have a guest, get your guest on. If you know someone who's interested in trading, go ahead and get your guest on. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We are excited. I know some more seasoned traders are going to be hopping on so that I can call some trades for them and they can go ahead and start collecting their ducats for the week. And I am here for it. Those of you who don't know me, I am Dr. L.A. Payne and I am the founder of Black Forex and Stock Traders. I came into trading and I knew nothing about trading. I am absolutely a product of the grace and the mercy of God. My background is in education. I have a master's degree in education. My doctoral degree is in education for Cambridge College. And when I was introduced to this opportunity, I was actually living in Dubai as an educator. And I was living my best life. I was not thinking about learning a new skill. I just wanted to do whatever we were doing in Dubai, which was having a great time. But a dear friend of mine came over and was like, you got to start trading. My husband was like, we have to have different streams of income. And I was like, I don't have a math brain. And when they showed me the charts, it looked like an EKG to me. And I was like, there's no way in the world I am going to learn this. Okay. I do not have a math brain. My expertise were not in numbers or in charts. So I was very intimidated. But again, when I tell you that I am a product of the grace and the mercy of God, if I can do it, you can do it. So we began to learn, and my husband, he caught on really quick and he was trading binary options, and I didn't get it. I had to study the charts and study and learn the vocabulary. And then I realized, oh, this is a pattern. And my educator brain went to work, and I realized that I could make real money. And if I can make $1, I can make $10. I can make $100. I can make $1,000. And once I figured that out, I was like, you know what? I have got to make this kindergarten level for everyone so that I can educate as many people as I possibly can. And so that's why I do what I do, because I want to make it simple for people. I want them to know that there is a market that they can participate in and get paid. And I have not turned back. Do you hear me? So that's a little bit about me. I'm Dr. LA. I am a wife. I am a mother. I am a pastor. I am an advocate, and I am a trader. I am a developer. I wear a lot of hats. And why do I wear so many hats? Because I believe in empowerment. I believe in empowering people. And the best way to empower people is to demonstrate it can be done. So let's go ahead and get started tonight. I'm going to be taking you on a journey, not a long journey, because I got people who need to trade, okay? But I'm going to take you on a brief journey and teach you about trading, some things that you may know, some things that you may not know. When we are trading in the financial markets, okay? And so there are several different financial markets. And tonight we're going to be talking about the foreign exchange market. This is my book, The Forex Alphabet, that I have written, and it teaches you all the terms, the indicators, and strategies for trading Forex. We're going to talk about the foreign exchange market, and we're going to talk about the futures market. At another time, we'll get into the stock market, and we will definitely get into the crypto market, okay? But my goal for you tonight is that you learn about trading Forex and futures and why it is important. It is important to me because it will empower you to take control of your financial future. In a world where traditional jobs may not guarantee long-term stability, understanding the markets give you the tools to build multiple income streams, grow your wealth, and make informed financial decisions. Whether you want to save for retirement, support your family, or create generational wealth, learning to trade is a valuable skill that opens up the door to new opportunities and financial freedom. So those are our goals tonight, that you would just learn how you could possibly make money in this market. Now, before we get started trading or we do anything at Black Forex, we always center ourselves. It's really, really important that you have a clear mind. So right now, I just invite you to take a big breath in and slowly breathe out. I pray that you would have clarity tonight, that you would see something that you've never seen before, that you would have an understanding that goes deep, and that the divine would grant you grace and mercy in abundance for you and your family. I ask those blessings in Jesus' name. Amen, amen, and amen. All right. So, kindergarten trading for beginners. I want you to understand what in the world is trading. I want you to learn about Forex and futures. I'm going to give you a quick synopsis, and I want you to be familiar with charts, candlesticks, and a basic strategy that I'm going to give you tonight. I want you to leave feeling confident and ready to take your first steps, okay? What I love about trading is if you mastered this skill, and it is a skill, this is not the lottery. If you came looking for the lottery, that's not what we're doing tonight. It is a skill. And I want you to master this skill, because if you do, then you will be able to tap into this market every single day and make money, okay? And I need to check something. All right, y'all, we coming down for the sale. Those of you who are here for the trading, you may sell. Go ahead. And it looks like we're getting ready to get a breakthrough. Those of you who don't understand, don't worry. This is my system that I have coded and created to make trading very easy for you. Okay? All right, let's get back to our presentation. What is trading? Trading is very simple. I want you to think about it going to the mall and you are simply buying and selling to make a profit in the market, okay? The market is like a store. Now, there is a difference between investing versus trading, okay? When you think of the stock market, the majority of the time you're going to be making an investment, your retirement. Those are investments where you can hold and it will grow a particular percentage. But when we're talking about trading, we're talking about day trading. We're talking about getting in and getting out of the market and getting paid today, immediately. I want my money and I want it now type of mentality, okay? So that's the difference. In the stock market, you can do some trading. People buy options and things of that nature. But in the stock market, you're going to see more people investing and holding their trades for a particular time. In the foreign exchange market, it's currency. So you're going to see people buying and selling immediately for a profit or a loss. Okay? A candy bar costs $1 at 8 a.m. and a little later in the day, it may be $1.50. That's what this market is kind of like. And let me break that down for you just a little bit more. I think I went a little too fast. I did go. Let's go to Forex and futures. Now, I told you when I first came into this market, I was in the foreign exchange market, okay? Now, people ask me all the time, what is Forex? What is that? Is that a t-shirt? Is it legal? Listen to me. The foreign exchange market is the largest market in the world. $6.6 trillion are exchanged in the foreign exchange market per day, not month, not quarter, not year. $6.6 trillion per day are exchanged in the foreign exchange market. So what is this foreign exchange market? Okay. When I lived in Dubai, our currency in Dubai, in the UAE, is the dirham. Okay. And you exchange, when I come back to America, I have to exchange my dirham for my dollars. Okay. If you go to the airport, you're going to see all kinds of signs with currency exchange. If you need euro, if you need dollars, there is a price attached to it. And that is currency exchange. You're exchanging one currency for another. Yes, it is legal. Again, it is the largest financial market in the world. It is so important in this day and age with digital currency and the advancement of AI and technology that we are educated and that we understand how large the foreign exchange market is. It is the backbone of our economy, okay? Again, it is exchanging one currency for another. Oh, my little handles are all in my way today, y'all. All right. The futures market. The future market, we're buying contracts. And you're going to see that because I'm getting ready to buy one in just a second in front of you. Okay. Yes, Lord. Who cleared? Come on. Ooh, yes. We're getting ready to go all the way down. Family, your next sale entry is going to be down here. We're moving. Nobody cleared yet? You should have cleared.
Cleared.
Thank you very much. Yes, we should have clear. In the futures market, you're buying contracts, okay? And so the futures market is a financial marketplace for buying and selling contracts. And in the futures market, you're going to see that I sell and buy gold all day long. You get paid on the buy, you get paid on the sale. Okay. Traders use contracts to agree on the price of an asset for a future date. Assets traded include commodities, which is gold, currency, which is where you're going to see the US dollar, in different currency. GBP is another big one that we love, the euro. Okay. Futures contracts let traders speculate on whether prices will rise or fall. They help manage risk or provide opportunities to make a profit. I remember when I first started trading in the futures market, and I saw this, I was like, yes, love. I was like, is this legal? Because people were making money and they were making it so fast. And I was like, how is this legal? I didn't understand. But it is very, very legal. And so many communities, they just don't know about it, okay? And so at Black Forex and Stock Traders, that's what we do. We teach you about the foreign exchange market. We teach you about the futures market. We provide you with tools that even if you don't understand, you can still get paid every single day, all right? The charts. Now, this is what I want to go over. You see, I keep looking back at my chart because that's where the money is. All right. So, the charts are visual tools that display how prices move over time. They help traders see patterns, trends, and price changes. Charts show key levels like where price often rises or falls. Traders use charts to decide when to enter or exit a trade. Think of a chart like a map. They guide you through the market. So let's look at a live chart, okay? So this is a live chart. Here in the corner, I am trading gold. I love gold. I do something called Gold Rush live with different traders frequently in the morning, in the evening, because I love gold. Okay. Why do I love gold? I love gold because traders like Dr. Kathy took $10 and made $1 million off of gold. I love gold because you can trade 10 cents and make $100 in an hour on gold. And I don't mean play money, I mean real money. Listen, we should know about this and our family should know about it as well. Now, this is a system that I've created for new traders so that they can kind of understand when gold is moving. Again, let me slow down. Here you will see what's called a symbol. The symbol is going to tell you what you're trading. So right now, I am trading gold, which is XAU. This chart is showing you XAU USD. It is gold against the US dollar. What does that mean? That those are the two things that we're exchanging. Like I said, in Dubai, the dirham, right, for the US dollar. A lot of people have been to Mexico. You're familiar with the Mexican peso versus the US dollar. That's all that's happening here. When I first saw this chart, me and Dr. China, I was like, what is this? And she was like, no, 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 you're going to get it. I was like, there's no way I'm going to get it. But now I can look at it and it's KG to me. And if you allow me, I'll make it KG for you. Okay. These teal green candles represent the market going up. It means that the market is buying. I've always taught people blue or green, but it's normally blue, but people change their candle colors. But on a standard chart, it's going to be blue. Blue means that the market is buying. Red means that the market is selling. So people say, okay, well, if it's selling, am I going to lose money? No, 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 no. You get paid both ways. It depends on how you enter a trade. Okay. And I have a specific strategy that I teach that shows you if this market is buying up. I call this like my floating line. To my floating line. Okay. I'm not looking to buy. I am personally going to buy underneath my floating line, okay? And how do I know when to buy? Well, it'll be up here, okay? Underneath my floating line, I'm going to sell, okay? How do I know when to get in the sale? I'm glad you asked. I teach you how to put these lines on the market. So you can see here, the market did what? Can somebody unmute and tell me? What did the market do here? Your teal, green, blue. What did the market do? Anyone?
It bought.
It bought. Thank you. And then the market reversed and it did what?
It sold.
It sold. Okay, so you can see all day long the market is going to buy and the market is going to sell. Okay, but we're not looking to get in when the market is doing this. This is called consolidation. We want to get in when the market is doing this. When you hear the people saying clear, they're saying, Dr. LA, I got paid. Dr. LA, I made my money. And Dr. LA is saying, yes, because that is the empowerment that I'm talking about. And that's the only thing I want to do is empower you. So again, here, the market is buying. Now, I told you, On my system where I have this floating line, you are not ever going to press the button, and it is a simple button. You press buy and you press sell. You're never going to press the button for buy, okay, when the market is underneath my floating line. We are looking for a sale. Now, the beautiful thing about this system is guess what? It tells you sale right here. When you see this pop out, you can sell. All right? It's that simple. On futures, we're trading a dollar amount. In Forex, you can trade a dollar amount. And the dollar amount is based on how much money you have in your account. Okay. And everybody is trading at different account sizes. So you have a proper risk management chart and then you'll know the dollar amount. Okay. But hypothetically, and for demonstration purposes tonight, we're going to be trading $60. All right. I might take that down to $50 because I don't want people to get too anxious. Okay. A trade. So here, the market is beginning to do what? When I see these red candles, the market is doing what?
It's selling.
It's selling. Thank you. You got an alert. The beautiful thing about my system is that you're going to get this alert once the market buys. So you will not be wicked in. You're not going to get it here. You're going to get it here. So once the market buys, then you're going to get my alert that says go ahead and sell now. All right. Someone tell me, if you took this sale entry, did you get paid? If you got in here, did you get paid?
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely. All right. This it don't take that long to get paid. It's right in here. Okay. That's the money. And so now I have another sell alert. Okay. And this is saying when the market comes down to 33.51, that you are going to sell again. All right. So this is really KG for me because most systems are not going to give you buy and sell. You have to mark up your chart. You have to figure out where you're going to get in and where you get out. I don't think anything is more KG than this, than saying right here is where you're going to get in for the sale. Now, you can put this in as a pending order. What does that mean? You could put it in your phone or you can trade from your desktop, however you want, and you could put that number in. All right. And when it comes down to this area, it will alert you to get in the trade. Does that make sense? The market is always going to reverse. And listen to me, we want it to reverse. I love when it reverses, okay? Because I'm not in this trade yet. Okay, we're not in the trade yet. We're going to wait for the reverse and then we're going to wait for it to come back down and then we will get in the trade. So there are two ways that you get in the trade. You can literally type the number in, and this number is price. That is the current price of gold. Gold has dropped 3351.4. It has dropped down. Okay, does that make sense? Up here, gold has bought 3352.8. Price fluctuates. Have you ever been to the market? You know, when you go to the market and you're like, oh, that looks nice. I want to buy this dress, right? In an open market. And the person may say, okay, the dress is $100. First thing in the morning, right? And you say, I'm going to come back when they close. I'm going to come back later. And then the price drops. Okay, it's time to close up. How much is the dress now? And they may say, okay, I'll give it to you for 80. Okay, I'll give it to you for 75. That is what the market is doing. Price is going up and price is going down. So you want to get in the market going in the right direction. That is how we get paid every single day in the foreign exchange market, in the futures market, in the stock market, in the crypto market. So let me show you how to read what you're looking at. This is a chart, okay? And these things are called candles. When the market is going up, the market is buying. When the market is going down, the market is selling. The thing I love about gold and why it's so KG for me is because it goes both ways. It makes these incredible patterns. It buys up and then it sells down. And if you study gold charts, you will see it doing it over and over and over. Nevaeh? You will see it doing over and over and over again all day long. You see here, the market sold down, the market bought up. I mean, it's so beautiful to me how gold creates the same pattern over and over again. Buy, sell, buy, sell. Okay. So this is definitely a skill worth learning. So let's see where the market is right now. The market is buying up. Am I going to get in a buy? Am I going to get in a buy? Yes or no? The market is buying up. Talk to
No.
me. No. Why am I not getting in a buy?
You're under your floating EMS.
Yes, I'm because my floating line is up here and I only buy up here. Okay. So this is where we buy up here and we sell underneath the floating line. Does that make sense? Any questions about that? Buy above the floating line and sell beneath the floating line down here. All right. So as you can see, again, we're waiting for the line to come back down here. I'm going to put a line right here because this is where we're looking to get into the market. Any questions about that for a beginner? I'm trying to make it as simple as possible, but that's literally what we do all day long. We buy and sell. Now, you can imagine how addictive this might become. So we teach something called proper risk management because we don't want you to play the lottery. We don't want you to be greedy. We have a specific strategy and we have a specific target. Now, before, in order to participate in these markets, you needed $10,000 liquid cash that you could lose. Okay. The world, the market has changed. You can now participate in these markets with as little as $10 now. Okay. And in addition to that, we have what's called funded trading. I am an advocate of funded trading for beginners because it doesn't make sense to me to invest your money. With funded trading, the broker, which is basically the bank, will give you the money. No, you don't have to have an application or a credit score. They will give you the money to trade. And when you demonstrate that you are a successful trader, they will pay you 50 to 80, some of them 100% of your account. So it just makes more sense to me for you to do funded trading, and that's a different class. Okay. Let me go ahead and go back over here and wrap up this information. So the charts are really important. We looked at candles. Candles are the things that are going to tell you the market is buying or the market is selling down. All right. Candles or candlesticks are the shapes on a chart that show price movement. Remember, price is going up, price is going down. The body of the candle, you see a big candle, that means that you got a lot of buyers in. You see a small candle, that means 9 times out of 10 that the market is getting ready to reverse. When can you trade? I think that this is a really, really important question. The market is open 24 hours, 7 days a week. Listen, don't become addicted because so many people are. But the foreign exchange market, you can trade currency pairs. They have a London session. They have the Asian session. They have the New York session. So you're going to pick the time that's best for you. Some people like to continue trading on the weekend, and that's fine because you're going to trade your cryptocurrencies on the weekend. But this is not about, oh my, I have to go and work. Well, when are you not working? Okay. Because when you're not working, that's the beautiful thing about gold. Gold is going to be moving. Okay. So beginners, I always recommend that you trade the New York session, which is about 9 a.m. Eastern. All right. But you can trade the Asian session if you're not a morning person. But that's when the market is going to be moving nicely for you. Risk management. We really stress risk management. We offer a risk management course that happens on Monday nights. We have a phenomenal coach, Harry King, who's going to talk to you about creating a compound trading plan. Okay. He's going to talk to you about the sessions and the best times to trade and when to get out of the market. Trading is about making sure that you know when to get in and when to get out of the market. And every day is not going to be a great day. Some days are going to be not so great, and you're going to need to go and take a break. All right. Are there any questions that I can answer for you? Those are our kindergarten basics for trading in the foreign exchange and futures market. Any questions I can answer for any beginners out there that may have a question? Oh, why is the market slowing down? We needed to speed up. It's consolidating here. The market is coming to a standstill. Any
Good
question?
afternoon, Dr. LA.
Hi, good afternoon.
This is Nicole. I'm technically not a new student,
Yes.
but I am coming back. On the top step,
Mm-hmm.
like how do you put in the pending orders?
Oh, I'm going to show you that. That's a little bit more advanced. I'm going to do that in just a second.
Okay, no problem.
No worries. Are
No
there,
rush.
no worries. Are there any other questions that a beginner might have or somebody might want to ask for a beginner? We want to make sure that we're answering all your questions and that you definitely understand that blue means buy and red means sell. Okay. Blue means buy and red means sell. Those of you on our live stream, I'm going to invite you to come into the Zoom room. We're getting ready to do some trading. You don't want to miss it. Those are our kindergarten basics for Forex and futures